Netball Queensland's really proud of the steps we've taken so far on our reconciliation journey, and it's all part of Netball Queensland in wanting to ensure that reconciliation is not just a function, but it's an ambition of our organisation.
So for us, our Reflect phase meant building relationships with First Nations people, building partnerships with First Nations organisations, clubs and associations, and most importantly, really listening intentionally and learning from mob. In our Reflect phase, we also really focused on building the cultural literacy of our staff in the organisation, and throughout that process we heavily relied on our First Nations advisory group's expertise and cultural lens to ensure that we were doing it correctly and appropriately. It was really amazing that Netball Queensland was able to complete 84% of our Reflect wrap. There was so much staff buy-in and excitement about implementing and delivering each deliverable of our Reflect wrap. So much so that staff kept coming to me and asking how they could be involved in our next wrap, which made me really happy and proud of the work that I've been doing over the past 3 years, because that really signifies that there's been a shift in the organisation and the culture here at Netball Queensland.
There's not many organisations or groups that get a yarning circle together. So to see that in action and done in such an authentic and genuine way is really heartwarming, and it's something that speaks to the work that the Reconciliation Action Plan is having an effect.
Netball Queensland's Innovate Wrap is a really important next step on our reconciliation journey. It particularly focuses on strengthening the relationships with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. And what's really encouraging is that it's full of practical and meaningful steps that we can take throughout communities right throughout Queensland to really encourage greater participation in our sport, ensure we have culturally safe spaces for First Nations people to step into and embrace our great game.
Our Innovate phase has a very specific focus on building the capacity of our clubs and associations to create culturally safe environments. And in the high performance pathways, we'll be looking at creating equitable opportunities for aspiring First Nations players who want to go to the next level.
I see the First Nations Advisory Group impacting and having a positive effect on Netball Queensland and reconciliation, because we're looking at best practice. We're looking at ways to enhance pathways. We're looking at ways to improve education and understanding. So the people with the lived experience from all different backgrounds give such a richness to that discussion that it will add to what was trying to be achieved for reconciliation.
Our staff were also a part of the process of creating our new First Nations artwork with artist Leah Cummins from Bunya Designs.
Absolutely amazing to meet the girls in person and also hear what they had to say about the artwork, because it's not only just something that I've developed, it's something that's been collaborative with all the staff here at Netball Queensland. The guys here at Netball Queensland named it, which is, I love it. It's not my story, it's their story. It's something that's going to be fun and enjoyable for them, not just only just to, sometimes we can trivialise, what it means, but when they feel connected to the artwork and it's something from them, definitely it makes me feel really, really happy and proud to be Indigenous, but also part of this journey for Netball Queensland.
We take our responsibility to contributing to reconciliation really seriously at Netball Queensland, and we welcome feedback from our stakeholders and scrutiny, and we hope people do hold us to account to the measures that are outlined in our Innovate Wrap. I'd also like to thank Reconciliation Australia for their support. A lot of people are going to help us on this journey, and we can't do it alone.